Hi Libras, this is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing great. I'm getting ready to go on a 5-day vacation. I know that's 10, but I get excited and hold up both hands. So, 5-day vacation. Um, I, I'm really working hard on the ums. I'm so sorry. I'm going to spend 2 nights at the Myrtles in St. Francisville, Louisiana, and it's one of the most haunted places in the country. So excited. And then I'm going to go on over to Jefferson, Texas, which is a little boutique town. It's similar to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It's cute. There's a lot of history. There's arts and crafts stores, a lot of antique shops, things like that. And I'm staying at the historic Con Hotel, which is also haunted. Yay! Okay, in case you haven't just guessed, I love haunted places. I can tell you some haunted stories about where I've stayed, and I'll be glad to do that sometime. So, anyway, if you'll remember the other night, I opened this deck of cards online in a video. And if you didn't see it, go back and look. You might get a laugh or two. And so I pulled a card for y'all. And the card I get for y'all is a time for healing. And this is a balsamic moon. And as we are moving, as I told you before, Chiron is retrograde for the next several months. And the full moon is coming into place on Tuesday, which is the full moon is in Pisces, which is a psychic energy type moon anyway, but it's also all about the emotions. And so, even though as Libras, a lot of times you don't want to do emotions, you're just like, oh, that hurts. I'm not comfortable. Let's just not do that. This is a time for you to heal. This is a time to let go of all that angst that you've been holding on to for so long for no reason. And yeah, I know it's so much easier to hold on to angst. I know a little bit about angst, just saying, maybe a little bit, but it doesn't do us any good, does it? So it's time for you to start healing and to let go of that angst. The first card I get for y'all is the Ace of Cups. This card, well, it's reversed, so we're going to turn it right side up. And this card is about starting something. It could be about a new love or a new best friend, something along those lines. And so you have all the streams of water just filling you, all about emotions. But I think in light of this card that it's time to heal, this card is telling you that it's time for you to fall in love with you. Oh, yeah. Doesn't that sound hard? Recently, several months ago, every 3 moons, you can do a spell or a manifestation for things you want to happen in the next 3 months. And mine were all pretty long term the last time I did this. One of them was to have skin removal surgery because I have arms that I don't like too much. And over the last few weeks, I've gone to where I don't care. And I've come to realize that that's not as high in my priorities as I thought. There are so many things that I care about more. Traveling, quitting saying for another, but traveling, giving, having animals, having my dreams fulfilled. And yes, I would love to look as perfect as I could be, but that's okay. My imperfections make me who I am, along with my perfections. Not that I have as many of those. And that's the way it is for y'all. You have things in your life that you need to change. Do not get me wrong. We all have things we need to change. But more than anything, we have things we need to accept in ourselves. For example, my arms. Now, that doesn't mean that if you have a bad temper, that you choose to accept that, well, I have a bad temper, so people have to put up with it. No. But everybody has propensities towards certain things. And some of them we have to overcome, such as a bad temper. And some of them we have to learn to accept, like my ugly arms. So you have to figure out which one of those matters. In the meantime, fall in love with yourself. I think that's such a great goal for the next few months for y'all. The next one you get is judgment. Once again, it's upside down, so let's flip it over. And when I see this card, this judgment card is telling you to use your common sense and to use judgment and come up with the right answer for you. So what that is saying to me in regards to the Ace of Cups and a time for healing is that you need to decide what's important here. Sometimes we get all caught up in all the day-to-day minutia, or we see the things that seem insurmountable. You know, healing's not insurmountable, but it is if you try to take the whole on. You do it one step at a time. So say that when you were 9 years old, you were at a family lunch and your dad called you a pig. I wouldn't know anything about that, right? So that broke your heart because you're a kid. Well, you can hang on to that pain forever. Or you can say you've forgiven, but you haven't. But ultimately, you need to learn how to forgive. So maybe what you need to do is write your dad a letter and let him know how much it hurts you. And then maybe even burn the letter and ask God, the goddess, spirit, to release that pain into the universe. That just might be one thing. Everybody has those things we've been hanging on to, and judgment tells us which ones we need to be working on now. The next one we get, once again, is reversed, and it's the Eight of Cups. Back to those emotions. We are getting some emotions going on, aren't we? Flip it over. And this is about actually leaving everything behind, kind of, and going off and finding those answers. Finding your answers, whether it's emotionally or spiritually or what have you. So that means that maybe you need to stop and on the rat race so much and spend the next few months when the Chiron is retrograde and when the new moon, the full moon, is in Pisces, when all these emotional times are going on, for great emotional healing times, and allow yourself to do some of that healing. I know it's scary though. Never been scared. But okay. I also pulled a card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card for y'all. And we got Brigitte, or Bridget. And this one says, stand up for what you believe in. Normally when I get that card, I think it means literally stand up for what you believe in, whether it's BLM or your favorite political person or gay rights or whatever it is that you believe in. This time, I believe for you, with everything that's been going on, that Spirit is saying, stand up for what you need and what you believe in for yourself. This is the time to take for you. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. Not a lot, but sometimes. So anyway, that's our reading for the week. If you want to do a private reading, I'm Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams, 405-512-9400. Send me a PM at Belladonna Moonbeams on Facebook. If not, I'm going to be back on Tuesday with the full moon. I'm going to be back on Thursday down in St. Francisville. And I'm going to be back on Saturday in Jefferson, Texas. And I might be around some more too. I might even pop up as I'm walking around and do like a video on my phone, which won't be nearly as cute as these. But that way you can see what I'm seeing and celebrate with me. And I'd love to have you on vacation with me. So if not, this is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.